For years, we were told something simple. Cut the salt, lower the pressure. It sounded logical, clean, easy to follow. And honestly, I believed it too. I told my patients the same thing. But over time, something didn't add up. I started seeing people who did everything right. They ate clean. They exercised. They followed every rule. Yet their blood pressure stayed high. And when I looked deeper, when I saw their arteries up close, the damage didn't match their lifestyle. That's when I realized something important. Salt is not the full story. It's only half of it. And the half we've been ignoring might be the part quietly damaging your heart every single day. If this surprises you, comment 1 below. Let me tell you about someone I'll never forget. He was 71 years old, a retired teacher. He didn't smoke, didn't drink, walked miles every morning. His diet was clean: fish, vegetables, whole grains. He followed every medical recommendation. And yet, his blood pressure stayed high for over 10 years. Even with medication, it barely changed. Then one day, I operated on him. And what I saw shocked me. His arteries looked damaged, stiff, narrow, like someone who had lived a completely different life. But he hadn't. He did everything right. So I kept asking myself one question. If he followed all the rules, why did his body tell a different story? That question stayed with me for years. And eventually, it changed the way I understand blood pressure completely. Now, let's talk about salt. The connection is real. When you eat sodium, your body holds more water. More water means more blood volume. And more volume means higher pressure. That part is correct. But here's the problem. It's not the whole picture. For some people, reducing salt helps a lot. But for many others, especially after 60, it only lowers blood pressure slightly. Just a few points. Not enough to fix the real issue. Which means something else is pushing your pressure up. Something most people never hear about. And that's exactly what we're about to uncover. Here's the part most people never hear. Every time you eat, your body releases a hormone called insulin. Its main job is simple. Move sugar from your blood into your cells. That's normal. That's healthy. But insulin does something else. Something rarely explained. It sends a signal to your kidneys. A very specific signal. Hold on to sodium. Don't release it. Keep it inside the body. Now think about that. Sodium holds water. Water increases pressure. So if insulin stays high, your body keeps holding sodium, and your blood pressure stays elevated. Even if you're eating clean, even if you avoid salt. This is not a theory. It's a biological mechanism that has been studied for decades. Now, let's go deeper into what insulin really does. When insulin levels stay elevated, 3 things happen at the same time. First, your kidneys hold on to sodium. Instead of removing it, they keep it in your bloodstream. Second, your nervous system becomes activated. Your body enters a mild stress mode. Heart rate increases. Blood vessels tighten. Third, insulin blocks nitric oxide. That's the molecule that helps your blood vessels relax. So now you have 3 forces working together. More sodium, more tension, less flexibility, all happening at once. And this is why your blood pressure stays high, even when everything else seems right. Now, here's where things get surprising. Most people think they're eating healthy, and they are. But the problem is not what they eat. It's how often they eat. A small snack in the morning, a piece of fruit at noon, a yogurt in the afternoon, a light dinner at night. It sounds responsible, but every time you eat, insulin rises, and it takes about 2 to 3 hours to come back down. So if you eat every few hours, your insulin never fully drops. Not once during the entire day. That means your body is constantly being told to hold sodium. Your nervous system stays active. Your blood vessels never fully relax. A constant low-level pressure on your arteries all day long. This pattern is called grazing. And for people over 60, it may be one of the biggest hidden causes. of high blood pressure. If you recognize this habit, comment 1 below. So what's the solution? It's not about eating less. It's about giving your body space between meals. When you stop eating for a few hours, your insulin finally drops. And in that moment, your body can reset. Your kidneys begin releasing sodium. Your blood vessels start to relax. This is what I call a low insulin window. And it's something your body needs every single day. Without it, pressure keeps building silently. With it, your system finally gets a chance to recover. Let me share another surprising case. A woman, 67 years old, normal weight. By all appearances, she looked perfectly healthy. Her doctor never worried about her weight, but her blood pressure stayed high. When we looked deeper, we found something hidden. Visceral fat. Fat stored deep inside the body, around the organs. You can't see it. You can't feel it, but it's highly active. It disrupts insulin signals and forces the body to produce more insulin over time. So even though she looked healthy, her metabolism was under stress, and her blood pressure showed it. Now, let's talk about something. In your daily routine, your drinks, juice, smoothies, even the healthy ones, these can spike insulin faster than solid food. Here's why. When you eat whole fruit, fiber slows everything down. But when you drink it, that fiber is gone. Sugar enters your bloodstream quickly. Insulin rises fast. So a morning smoothie or a midday juice can trigger multiple insulin spikes before your first real meal. And that keeps your body in constant sodium retention mode. A simple shift can help. Move these drinks into your meals, not between them. Here's something most people never think about. Your blood pressure is supposed to drop at night. When you sleep, your body enters repair mode. Your heart slows down. Your blood vessels relax. Pressure naturally falls by 10 to 20%. This is called nocturnal dipping, and it's critical for your heart health. But there's one habit that quietly disrupts this process. Eating late at night, even a healthy meal at 8 or 9 p.m. can keep insulin elevated right before sleep. And when insulin stays high, your kidneys keep holding sodium. Your nervous system stays active. So instead of your body resting, it stays under pressure all night long. 8 hours of hidden stress on your arteries. And you wake up wondering why your morning reading is still high. The fix is simple. Finish your last meal at least 3 hours before bed. Give your heart the rest it truly needs. Let me be direct with you. I've spent over 30 years in cardiac surgery. I've seen thousands of hearts up close. And I can tell you this, long-term high blood pressure changes the body. Arteries become thicker, stiffer, less flexible. They lose their ability to expand and contract like a rubber band that has been stretched too long. The heart changes too. It has to pump harder against constant resistance. Over time, the muscle thickens. But thicker doesn't mean stronger. It means more strain, less efficiency, and less oxygen reaching where it's needed. Here's the part most people don't realize. You can have normal readings and still have damage building inside because medication can lower the number without fixing the root cause. That's why understanding the full picture matters. Everything we talked about comes down to one idea. Your body already knows how to lower blood pressure. It has the system. Your kidneys can remove sodium. Your vessels can relax. Your nervous system can calm down. The ability is there, but it needs time. Time without constant insulin. If insulin never drops, those systems never activate. It's like a factory that never shuts down. No maintenance, no repair. Eventually, something breaks. But when you give your body that window to reset, the change can be powerful. If this makes sense to you, comment 1 below. Now let's make this practical. 3 simple steps. You can start today. First, stop grazing. Give your body at least 4 to 5 hours between meals. No snacks. No caloric drinks. This gives insulin time to fully drop. And your kidneys time to release sodium. Second, finish eating early, at least 3 hours before bedtime. Not for digestion, for your heart. You want your blood pressure to drop during sleep. Protect that window every single night. Third, look at your drinks, juice, smoothies, sweetened beverages, even the healthy ones. Don't sip them throughout the day. Have them with your meals instead. Same foods, same lifestyle, just better timing. And sometimes that small shift creates a powerful change. You've been trying for years. You followed the advice. You did everything right. And yet, your blood pressure stayed high. Now you know why. It's not just about salt. It's about timing. It's about insulin. And most importantly, it's something you can actually control. You don't need perfection. You don't need extreme diets. You just need awareness and small, consistent changes. Your body is not broken. It's been waiting for the right conditions. And when you give it that, it can respond in ways that may surprise you. So start today, not next week, not someday, today. Comment 1 if you're ready to take control of your blood pressure, and send this to someone who needs to hear it. Because the right information at the right time can change a life.